We're going to see some pretty exciting stuff here, Richard.
Yeah, it's time for the competitors to put in some really aggressive skating. It's now or never, or get eliminated. Our sub-jam competitors are
The stylish Chris Miller and Ohio's Rob Roscoff. Wildman Craig Johnson and Vision's Mark Gator Rogowski. The Master of Disaster, Mickey Alba and John Tex Gibson. Ken Park and Billy Ruff. Neil Blender and veteran skater and snowboarder Steve Caballero.
Okay, first up we have Chris Miller. He's an accomplished surfer and skater.
Stylish Chris Miller from Upland, California. Invert there, back across the ramp. Big air over the channel, taps down, air to fakie, backwards up the other side, and a gay twist, 360 degrees. Nice ollie air there. Rock and roll, sets up another maneuver. There's that 50-50 axle grind we were talking about.
Yeah.
The big backside air. Alley-oop, fully tweaked. Nice front side, boned out, a little sketchy across the flat bottom. And watch him axle sit here, setting up for another maneuver. The front side bone air into another front side. He bones it out again and lands right in the channel.
This guy's got a lot of stamina. Boy, Chris Miller. Strong run there. Great combination of moves from Chris Miller. Next up, Rob Roscoff. He's another surfer skater. He lives in Santa Cruz, California.
They call him the Bio High, and here he goes into an invert, and he's going to hang it up on the back truck there.
Oh, he hangs it up on the lip and goes down. Craig Johnson is next from Dallas, Texas.
Craig Johnson, he's a powerful skater from Dallas, Texas. Yes, he's a madman. Look at his hair, front side foot plant over the channel, air to fakie. Fake and roll there, Craig. 50-50 axle grind across the top of the ramp, invert. Back across the flat bottom into another invert. Craig having a solid run here.
And a rock and roll there into a fakie. Boy, this is a strong performance for Craig Johnson. Let's go now to David Stanfield up on the ramp.
Okay, your moves there, they were kind of great stalls in there. What do you call them?
I'm doing a new kind of lean air here at this contest. I kind of started doing it in Houston last month. Just learned it, so it's just a lean air, but it's a new variation.
Looks good. Judges like it.
Yeah, I hope so.
Best of luck.
Mark Rogowski is next. He's affectionately known as Gator.
Another skater from San Diego, California. Mark having a fine run here. Backside air. Back across the ramp. Kicks out a Madonna to tail. Another kick out, judo air. 50-50 axle grind. Back across the ramp. And there's that McTwist.
Whoa.
Mark pulls off the 540 McTwist into a lean air. Having a great run. In the air.
I made that one 9 big moves for Gator. And we got a powerhouse skater next, according to you, Kevin. Mickey Alba.
Mickey Alba from Upland, California's Pipeline Skate Park. Big backside air there. Carries an alley-oop, backside air across the ramp. Mickey with the mute air, and he has to throw it away.
No, I didn't get the rotation on the mute air. Lost that one. Okay, let's give you a slow-motion replay of Gator Rogowski's McTwist, a 1.5 aerial spin. That's a crowd favorite. This wild move was invented by Mike McGill, one of our top finalists. And here Gator finishes with a judo air. Okay, John Gibson, known as Tex, is the next to drop in.
John Tex Gibson from Pasadena, Texas, near Houston. Frontside lean to tail. Big frontside boneless over the channel. Tex, board flapping off of his feet on that in the air. Big backside air, lands it in the channel, invert. And Tex is going to pull out.
Good run there from John Gibson. Next up, Billy Ruff. He's a very versatile skater out of the San Diego area. Earlier, we spoke with Billy about skating on this big ramp.
It's got more of a pitch, and a pitch being you can't land as smoothly as usual. It means you land farther down the wall, causing you to lose speed. And the whole trick is whoever can land the best on the walls is pretty much going to be in the most control and have the full deal going.
Well, you can tell Billy's got this ramp wired. It's a perfect landing off that spinning maneuver. And going into a 50-50 grind across the coping there, into an invert. Back across the ramp and kicks out.
Oh, big aerial pull out there. And California's Ken Park is going to see if he can get the crowd behind him.
Another skater from San Diego, Ken Park, with that back-scratching invert. Alley-oop over the channel. Another big method backside air. Frigid air there. A big lean air. Ken having a good run here with a mute air. 50-50 axle grind across that metal coping. And Ken, is he going to pull out? No, it looks like he's going to get the crowd amped here.
Yeah, he wants to get some of his fans cheering for him, and it looks like it's working.
I think so, Richard. That's a ploy here. It might have used up some valuable seconds, but The varial invert. Ken pulls it off. And he's going to pull out.
Wow. Looks pretty amped out after his solid performance. Ken Park there. Taking a breath. Neil Blender we have from Westminster, California on the ramp.
Neil Blender, a favorite skater amongst this crowd. You know it. His maneuvers are very avant-garde, as you see. He skates a lot different. He's a big guy. Nice sliding axle grind across the coping. 180 spin, and that's kind of a cess slide. 50-50 grind. Rolls out, rolls back in, front side. Rock and sliding to a fakie. Fakie to tail tap. Stall fall, and he's going to pull out. That's it for Neil.
Ah, very aggressive run from Neil Blender. We've got another top contender on the ramp from San Jose, Steve Caballero.
Big backside air for Stevie. Another backside air. He's just setting up to get radical now. Look at, touches his helmet on that kick out. Mute air, going higher and higher with each one. Big backside alley-oop. Frontside bone out over the channel. Caballero having a good run. Lapped over frontside grind. Invert. That was an Andrecht invert. 50-50 grind across the coping. Caballero airwalking. Unreal.
Oh, he is leaving there, but it sounds like the crowd are really behind Caballero. He's been the man to beat for so many years, Steve Caballero. Let's look at this airwalk he pulled off. Flawless in slow motion. Absolutely outstanding. Kevin, this ramp that these guys are riding is a pretty impressive creation. It's not quite the average kick turn ramp that you see at the end of a cul-de-sac.
It really is an amazing structure, Richard. Earlier, our man behind the scenes, Dave Stanfield, talked with the creators of this insane half-pipe.
Richard, the man partly